Writing a script, or in Hollywood, a screenplay, can be one of the toughest things to do, especially if you have something called writer's block. No pun intended. That is why I am going to show you some of the very basic principles on how to format a screenplay using um, a little bit from my newest short film, Writer's Block. Writer's Block is about a teenager writing a screenplay who has writer's block and ends up committing suicide. Um, it is written by me, and I hope to get it made this weekend. Yeah, so on your title page, you're gonna have your the title of your screenplay underlined front um and center, written by your name underneath. And then you're gonna have your scene heading. Um, in front in the front of your scene heading, you're gonna have INT or EXT. INT says interior, which means inside. EXT means exterior, which means outside. Then you're gonna separate it by a period and a space. Next, you're gonna put your location. For me, it was just my porch, and then you separate that by a space, dash, space, then the time of day. For me, it was afternoon. You don't have to be the specific. You could have day, night, dusk, dawn, afternoon. And then you're gonna have your action. Action is just what is happening in the story, not to be confused with the genre. It's just anything that's happening in the story. And the first time you introduce a character, their name should be in all capital letters, and then they should have a short little description about themselves. Um, Not like blue eyes, black hair, not that kind of description, like the mood of the character or something like that. And a good tip is that for your first few screenplays, if you can make more action and less dialogue, um, that's better. But that's just what a lot of people think and critics think. But next you have your character. Character is very simple. It's just the character's name, um, all capital letters, front, very center. Um, and then you can have something called parentheticals. This is not necessary. You just have this if the character is doing an action while speaking. As you can see, Matthew is slapping his head while speaking. And then you have dialogue. Dialogue is just whatever the character says. Very simple. Now that is the basics to screenplay formatting. In the future, I hope to get into more advanced screenplay formatting. But in the comments below, if you want to leave me any questions of programs, or if any questions, or if I left anything out. But I'm going to get into two quick programs that I personally use. First is Adobe Story Free. This is a cloud-based video, this is a cloud-based um, editor, and you can do more than screenplays. You can do schedules. You can do almost anything in the pre-production process. And then that brings me to my next point of Celtex. Celtex is great. You can do anything for pre-production. It's free and great. You can do storyboards, and you can almost do more than Adobe Story. But I chose Adobe Story because it's cloud-based. But I've been using Celtex longer, and I I like it a lot more. But yeah, so please subscribe, um, and like this video, and leave any questions and comments. Thank you and bye.